Hello and welcome. Hi, Carol and team. Thank you so much for reaching out and asking to learn more about creating accessible presentations. First, we'll start with the PowerPoint's built-in accessibility checker. So if you go to the very top and you click on Review and then click on Check Accessibility, okay, you'll notice on the right-hand side, there are some things that it will show you related to access. In this case, for the slides that you created, the first thing that pops up is that it's missing the alternative text to describe this picture that you have here. So we would type that it is a QR code to the attendance website form. And then we would hit save, and then the accessibility issue has then gone away. To add alt text without using the accessibility checker, you can right click on the image, scroll down until it says view alt text, and then you'd be able to put in information about that image. We can then also, for this image, add a link to the actual image by clicking with our right clicker, going to where it says link, and then pasting the website there. And then you would hit OK, and now that is accessible. If we go back up to the review, go to the check accessibility arrow and scroll down to read order. This is important because you want to make sure that the information is being read in the correct order when it's used, when a screen reader is being used. And so as you can see for the slide here, we're going to want to adjust some of this text to separate it so that it shows for the screen reader. So I'm going to cut that text and then insert a text box to then make that text accessible. Another thing that you should really check is for your contrast for visual accessibility. Some great websites to do that would be webaim.org. Another one, the tpgi.com website. Both of those have a contrast checker like this. So the foreground would be like the font. And if you click on this, you can use the eyedropper tool to sort of zoom in on the colors that you're using. This would be for the background. So again, you would go over and click on that. And as you can see, it demonstrates for you the standards. So the web content accessibility guidelines have very specific contrasts that you have to meet. And while for large text, it would pass to have this dark black color with this light blue, it doesn't work when it comes to standard text. And you'd be able to utilize this for any PowerPoint to actually access some great pre-built accessible templates. If you click on File and go to New, you can go into the search bar and you can type in accessible templates. And you'll see a plethora of templates to choose from. I'm going to go ahead with this one with the more cream colored background and the darker text. I'm going to hit create, and then I can take my slides, for example, the ones that you created, hit Control A, hit copy, and then paste those. Control E, set up your spacing in a way that allows for the viewer to better have things categorized. So as you can see, I split up the new versus the current AACC students. I split up the spacing. I made those links. So the hyperlinks here are now built inside of their description. To add a hyperlink to your text, you would highlight where you want the hyperlink. You can right click and scroll down to the word link, and then you hit Control V and paste your link in. The text may change color, and you're going to want to double check the contrast using the contrast analyzer tool. The goal is to really try to get those 6 words per line, 7 lines per slide. You want to try to go for about 18-point font minimum. I went more for 24-point font. And these things really make a difference with accessibility.